I am 2 minutes late. You are right. What's up, brothers? What's up, Jorit? Cooch? Chooch or Cooch? Is it Chooch or Cooch? Chooch? Chooch. What's up, Yoshi? Rumo, My Lips. What's up, What's up, brother? Jishu. Jesus Christ, is Lord Bias. I'll cover bias. Just wait for people to join up so I don't have to do it 10 times. Nice haircut. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I like it too. I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna sign into my TikTok here. What's up, Dragon? How are you, brother? What's up, Oak? I told you I was gonna be here again. Welcome back, brother. I told you I was gonna be here too. Looks like we both showed up. That sell-off is wild. Yeah, it's a lot of movement. Yeah, a lot of movement. Looks like we're finally moving from all-time highs. I'm glad I didn't buy any stocks. I was gonna buy AMD. I was gonna buy Nvidia. I was gonna buy some Tesla. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. I wanted to wait for this dump. Range today. Lucky bear market inbound. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we put in that weekly swing low. We'll probably get there by the end of the week. Weekly immediate rebalance. It depends how today closes. Buys for today is not going to be clear because, I mean, it's possible we reverse. Just wouldn't make sense. In my opinion, this continues lower. We didn't get any manipulation above midnight open, but 300 points. Your dealing range is 310 points. That's no joke, like, is that something I really want to long? Even if I was bullish, not the best. I'm gonna go on the eval today, so still staying away from the funded. That's until we can get to that second week of January. I think that's the best thing. I think that's the best thing for me to do. We might just have to look for a quick trade today. Yeah, we should be live on TikTok as well. Buys for today, selling at the 1 hour back. I've been short since 21455. Max, what do you think of NU? No idea what NU is, brother. Welcome to everyone joining on TikTok. Appreciate everyone joining in on YouTube. Yo, how do you save passwords for TradeAvate? I think it just asks you on TradingView, do you want to save? And then I just save the account, so I don't have to. You copy paste every time, bro. Is Insta in here? What's up, Dave? Did Insta make an announcement on reporting what's left in my account today? We best get it popping. Well, how much is left in your account, bro? Fucking love you, Insta. This guy's locked in. What's up, Movie Street? Welcome back, brother. Nice to see you. I'm full porting. Yeah, what's left on your account, bro? Why are you full porting, bro? How you doing, Damon? Honestly, bro. Honestly, boys. I'm so fucking excited for 2025, bro. I'm so locked in. If you haven't seen my most recent YouTube video, I posted all of my goals for 2025. If you're curious, what are my personal goals for 2025? You can watch that YouTube video. It's this video right here. I also talk about how you can accomplish your goals. So I think it's a good video. But I'm locked in, bro. I hope every single one of you guys accomplish your goals for 2025. What are we looking at for opening? Probably some clarity. Motivate me to set smart goals for 2025, similar to your vid. Yeah, bro. Set your goals. Set some good goals, man. Don't just make a goal like, I want to make $100,000. That's it. Goal, bro. Like, come on, bro. Just think a little. Break it down, right? Make it something that you can just actively do. How much is that chain? How many millimeters? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's probably like, bro, in millimeters? People measure change in millimeters? I didn't even know that, bro. Yep, I know what smart goals is. You personally gonna trade today? I'll trade today if I see. Listen, if there's an obvious draw on liquidity and I have an A plus model form, I will trade, no problem. I'll be on an eval though, so keep in mind everyone who's watching this. I'm gonna be trading an evaluation account today. The same My Funded Futures one. I lost 5,000 so far. My goal is to get it back in 2025. Break that down, Cocky. Cocky, you should watch my most recent video, bro, because I like you and I want you to succeed, bro. You should watch my most recent video on YouTube. Your bias. Are you following Michael J? Yes, bro, I do. Gatie, bro, what is your bias today? I'm bullish, but after seeing this, I'm sad. Okay, we can cover bias now. What time is it? 9:23. Let's give it like 1 or 2 more minutes. Wait for a little bit more people to join. You watched most of them? Yeah, I posted one this morning, Cocky. It's about goals and how to achieve them, as well as my goals. So I think it's just going to help you accomplish your goal, Bias, I'll cover bias in like 2 minutes, guys. Give me like 2 minutes. Just waiting for all the people to join. You cut too much on the top? I didn't mean to cut this much on the top, bro. What's your YouTube? My YouTube is GatieTrades. But it'll grow back nicely, bro. It'll grow back. The thing is, bro, like I had so much on the sides and the back. You had no idea, bro. Like I had so much here. I had to like, what's it called? Like I had to like blend it in. But to do that, it would have been way too overflowy on the top. I don't know. It's hard, bro. My hair's hard, to be honest. This is NASDAQ, guys. This is the NASDAQ. Cut looks fire. Appreciate you, bro. Have you took a trade? I just went live. I never trade before 9:30. Usually we spend the first 15 minutes just reading chat, seeing what's up, seeing how everyone's doing. And then we'll cover buys. Okay. Let's talk about what's happened and then what could happen. We accumulated in Asia. That's really good. We had these equal highs. We never touched them. We then dumped going into pre-market London. Accumulated in London. We still had no manipulation above midnight opening. Yep, I'm live every day, brother. On TikTok and YouTube. Okay, Dragon. And then we sell off pre-market. The sell-off was quite aggressive. 310 points. That's your indication. As soon as you see something like this, price is going somewhere. And you need to zoom out to see where. Could have been the sell side here. Could have been previous days low. Could have been low of the weekly bullish fair value gap. Let's cover a weekly bias. In my opinion, after seeing this much displacement to the downside, 2 scenarios for today, in my opinion, in terms of the daily candle. Given that it's a Monday, I think the daily candle will either close around here or even lower potentially, or I'm not going to say bullish, but I'll say it'll wick like this, and that way potentially give us an opportunity to trade into the imbalance that's formed because of that sell-off. I don't think this daily candle is going to flip 300 points up in the other direction. I would only expect a New York reversal here. I would only expect a New York reversal if I see like 100+ point displacement higher. Like there's just no way I'm going to expect 300 points in the opposite direction on a Monday with no news. That just doesn't make any sense, right? We have no news today. Okay, we got some orange folder, but so primarily we're looking for a potential short continuation. I don't even know if we're going to get into this fair value gap here. We do have an hourly fair value gap. We're inside of the 4 hour. We're also inside of the weekly. But bias for the week, it's all gonna depend on how we close on Monday and how we start trading tomorrow. So in terms of weekly bias, it's not that clear. It looks like we're bearish though. I mean, I'll say that. I'll definitely say it looks like we're bearish in terms of higher time frame macro like perspectives. Like, these equal lows are probably in question. Maybe even these equal lows, all these lows here. Maybe even these equal lows. Still 20,000. It's not even bad. It's not even like it's a market collapse. So I think those are possible. I don't know George Williams, and I don't trade anything to do with volume except volume imbalances. So it's a lot of move for a Monday, but I think eventually we'll take out these lows just based on that displacement. It all depends on how we close today, right? I'm not gonna be able to pick off how we close today because it's Monday. We could easily just wick. So we'll have to see. Someone said, yeah, you can mark out 50% of this if you want a potential target. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. I'd rather mark out this. An old new week opening gap. If we're looking for potential targets, the thing is, we've already displaced so much. We could literally spend the rest of the session simply retracing, or we could just retrace a little bit, then dump. It's going to be really hard. So we're going to definitely look for the macros to clear things up for us. And yeah, we'll just have to go from there. We will simply just have to go from there. So going into the open, I mean, listen, I wouldn't mind shorting from here. I wouldn't mind that. We also have an hourly. I wouldn't even mind targeting this as a potential draw on liquidity. Just to even if price is gonna dump, it'll most likely want to, it's not just gonna favor all this liquidity up here. Usually if it's gonna continue lower, now we're gonna raid these equal highs so that we can. So we'll see. Well, we shall see. The only thing is, if we were to come all the way up here, that's 117 points. So at that point, we're gonna have a really large wick of 140 points. It might actually just reverse. That's why I'm not too favored about today. In my opinion, it's gonna be a bad delivery, is one, and two, I'm bearish on the higher time frame. But again, it's depending on how we close today. But we'll see if we can find some clarity, maybe in the silver bullet, maybe in the macro, maybe 1030 or 1050. Toxic isn't even wake up for 9:30 New York Open. No way, Toxic, bro. Bro, ban that guy. 4 hour FEG buy. I wouldn't say that's an FEG buy, bro. You got to look at where price is going first. PO3 setup. What's your drawn liquidity? Maybe if we take the sell side. What's up, Seven? How are you? I'm good, brother. Your minor sell side here. We can do that, Quella. We can do that. Your $80 got stolen from your account? How's that possible, bro? What happened? What am I looking for? Looking for some clarity. Looking for some clarity. I think it's possible we come up to these equal highs, which is the hourly fair value gap. Possible. I wouldn't say it's my bias though. Appreciate you, Martinos. Don't let me go any lower. It could be a New York reversal, you know? I'm not convinced. It could be. That's a large move though. It's a really large move. Why does TopStep actually have no active accounts? You didn't pay your rebill. Confident you'll win? I mean, I'd say there's a 60 to 70% chance if I find my trade. I'm fully trusting you today. Up to you, brother. This is NASDAQ. No clear bias. I mean, I marked out these levels as if we're gonna go lower, I think we can come here. If we're gonna go higher, I think we can come here. I'm not convinced. It's possible we retrace, but after a 350 point dump with no retracement besides like very minor retracements, like it's, I would not expect London Heights to get taken. Realistically, I don't even think we're gonna come into this fair value gap because it's too high up. It looks like they're in a hurry to run some major levels of sell side, so I've marked out this level. Do liquid power 3 every day, brother. I trade Forex as well sometimes. Quala. Every single platform is the same thing. You would sign in. If you didn't pay your rebill, there's no account. Yeah, order flow is just really strong. What's the status of my FBT account? I'm like one trade from passing. Well, the yellow line is an old new week opening gap. In fact, we'll mark out the yellow line. It's also 50% of the wick. My FBT account. Oh shoot, I might have left the trade running by accident. We're like halfway-ish, a little bit more. Would I go with FTMO or TopStep? Are you trading futures or Forex? What platform? Right now I'm using my funded futures, but I usually use TopStep, Apex, my funded futures. Why the fuck would you be a bull in this? Exactly, bro. To a broker? I use Trading with prop firms. This is the 4-hour. Yeah, you can't be bullish here. What is Trading? Trading's the broker I use with the prop firm. This is NASDAQ, yes. This is the NASDAQ. So far, we've taken the minor sell side. We formed the first presentation fair value app. Not much more than that. I need some apple juice. I wouldn't use that. That sounds like, for some reason, that just sounds wrong. might reverse because it tapped into the 4 hour. So you're telling me you think we're going to reverse this entire move? You think we're going to reverse all this? This is NASDAQ, yep. Cold Blood said yes. I mean, it's possible. I really don't think so. Like, think about it. Think about it in the perspective of smart money. Imagine you shorted over here, or you were in shorts from Friday. You really think they're gonna dump it this aggressively just to like yes, they engineered liquidity here. But if they engineered liquidity here, they wouldn't dump it 400 points. At least I don't think so. If they're just gonna run it after. You know? Doesn't make sense. I feel like they're obviously dumping this to a specific level. This is classic distribution of shorts that were accumulated, whether it was overnight or from previous days or weeks. They're going somewhere. Large pools of liquidity. Go to your daily, go to your weekly. In my opinion, these lows. Yeah, we did run out the majority of these bodies, so it's possible, but not gonna be ideal. Like, I would prefer to short, but I don't know how we're gonna find a good setup. Maybe if we take out the minor buy side inside this 15-minute bearish fair value gap, then we have like a safe trade, whether it's your bias, like sideways. My bias is bad delivery because usually when we have, what am I saying? Bearish bias. When we have this much movement to the downside pre-market, usually AM session sucks. I'm looking at tech stocks. I'm looking for NVIDIA. I'm looking for AMD. Still too expensive. I'll buy tech stocks once I'm bullish on NASDAQ. Isn't this I thought I caught the best trade at 935, but I needed confirmation. You could have caught the best trade at 935? What? Oh, nothing's happened since 935. We just consolidated. What do you mean? Yeah, that's possible, Chooch. That is possible. Yeah, Leo, what are you talking about, man? What am I looking for? I would, if I'm gonna short, I'd want to see a move above New York Open, taking out the minor buy side, respecting the 15-minute SIBI. It's not gonna be A plus because of all the imbalance and liquidity resting above here. Like, we could easily trade up into the 30-minute or whatever's higher, but if we don't go any higher, I'm not even interested in any short. I'm also looking for the macro to give me some clarity. I really don't want to take any longs. I really don't. I don't know if you can justify a clear drawn liquidity to the upside whatsoever, unless it's like this minor buy side. But even then, the macro, usually during the macro, we distribute at some sort. Just got a notification. One sec. This is NASDAQ futures. My friend, I use a school ICT. What would be the deal while if shorts? I'd probably look for low-hanging fruits, this old new week opening gap. So not even... Hold on, let me tell this guy that. Like, on the weekly, right? I think we're going to take out these lows eventually, but these old volume imbalances, I think those are good low-hanging fruit objectives, as well as 50% of that wick. So I'd look to target these yellow lines pretty much. Yeah, we've respected this bearish fair value gap so far, but this looks like it's going to keep distorting. Anyone who's trading this will probably both sides get stopped out, in my opinion. We'll see, though. I still want to see a move higher. SIBI and FEG. You know what? Good question. Because there actually is a difference, according to ICT. And from what I've understood from all his lectures, the difference between a SIBI and a fair value gap is a fair value gap. You expect price to trade back into it to offer fair value. right? It's a gap of fair value, therefore price is going to be drawn to it to offer fair value. A SIBI is a sell side imbalance and buy side inefficiency. Just that. That's from what I've understood from ICT. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty confusing explanation. I would probably just use them the same. Just know that there can sometimes be a breakaway gap where price is very one-sided and it just doesn't even want to offer fair value because it's in a hurry to distribute. Looking for longs? Absolutely not. That's pretty much the one thing I'm not looking for. Do you use first FEG of the month? No. I've never heard ICT talk about it. What is the analogy behind macros? ICT explains the macros as a specific time that's coded into the algorithm where price delivers to liquidity or inefficiency. Not all the time, not every day, but you will see most of the time during these macros, you'll probably get some sort of expansion move. I'm not saying distribution, I'm saying expansion. Expansion meaning we could manipulate the highs and then reverse, right? That's still expansion. So you usually see some movement during the macro. That'll be the best trade of the day, yeah. If we can take out some buy side and look for a short, that would be the best way. Unrelated, bro. I just finished Baby Pierce Forex course. You recommend I go to ICT YouTube courses? Yep, I would, brother. I would look, if you're trading Forex, I would look at the Forex Primer, I think it's called. I think that's a really good playlist. I talked about the first FG of the month last week. I think it was 20 March, but I don't know. It might have been another video. Oh, maybe he did talk about it. Then yeah, you can use it. I guess it would be referred to multiple times during the month. Same concept. But if you use first presentation every day, then it's pretty much the same thing. You don't need to worry about week or month. Doesn't really make sense. I don't see the reason. I don't see why you would use it for the month instead of like just the day. It's pretty much the same. Could we get a turtle soup? I would not look for any longs personally. The first step of all my models is clear drawn liquidity. I can't justify any clear drawn liquidity on that. There's nothing clear to the upside. Is it going to be the 15-minute fair value gap? Maybe. We don't need to. We already tapped in. Is it going to be the minor buy side? I would like to see it take out the minor buy side, but I don't know if it's going to. Should I watch the whole core content? Are you brand new, Bumbleclut? I'm not being rude, guys. That's his name. Don't cancel me. His name is Bumbleclut, so don't diss me. Why it's dropping so hard? I like to view this as manual intervention. I think market makers are dumping this shit. That's what I'm trying to say. But who knows? You know quite a bit. And I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't bother. I would just focus on 2022 and 2024. Market makers don't exist. ITT is a scam guru. Okay, Koala, why is your buy short today? This is pretty much why. I don't want to be long in this. That's why. So if it gives me a potential setup where it shows it's going to continue lower, I don't mind taking that trade. But I am not trusting any bullish breaker or anything long. The lowest you can see us going, probably I would not expect those equal lows today. That's another 350 points. Honestly, it could be those yellow lines. All fairness, the lowest possible. I guess these equal lows. I did mark them out. But a really bearish order flow right now. Really bearish order flow. Didn't take out any buy side. Didn't get any move above New York Open. Didn't get any move above Midnight Open. It's gonna be hard to find a short here. I don't want to chase this, you know? I really don't want to chase this. 2022 is really good, yeah. Learning PO3. I mean, I would learn PO3 too, bro. I think PO3 will provide clarity to almost every ICT trader, in my personal opinion. But I mean, I'm also unbiased, obviously, because that's my model. But I feel like when you understand the PO3, you understand everything. Bro, look, we dumped so much that you can't even see my macro drawing. PO3 is good, bro. Power 3 is not a breakout method. No, at least not how I trade it. He teaches power of 3, but I don't think he doesn't teach power of 3. He teaches power of 3, but doesn't teach power of 3. Power of 3, you're basically trying to predict the opposite wick and then the reversal. And if you miss the reversal of the higher time frame power of 3, then you can look for the continuation in the intermediate power of 3. That's the premise of what is it. 10 a.m. reversal coming? I don't know about that one, brother. I don't know about that one. But if we can get a move higher, then I can look down. We need to engineer some liquidity lower so that I can trust the reversal short. Yeah, I think prop firms are raising their prices. How much have you made off props so far? In US dollars, 3,000. I'm thinking if it does go up, it's just a retracement. Yeah, so, I mean, that's what I'm looking for too. I'm just gonna have to wait, realistically. Yeah, this is not good. We need to see some movement higher. Otherwise, New York time. Yep, this is New York time, New York Eastern time, always. How high? How high what? What is the latest you trade until? Usually I stop at 11:10. Yeah, we have 10 a.m. orange folder. It's not going to be too much. I don't want us to touch this yellow line just yet. I'd rather be participant in that trade. How is Nvidia up? Almost. What? What even is Nvidia, bro? How is it even possible to be green in this market? Why does the London overlap with the London session end at 12? I usually just don't want to look for a trade at 12. By that point, I usually miss it. Yep, New Year's week, not expecting much. I agree. Honestly, listen, for everyone listening and watching, from my personal experience, this week, somewhat, but more so next week, is really tough price action. Really easy to make a mistake. Really easy to go on tilt. Really easy to mess up. How long you hold your trades? There's no max on how long I'll hold the trades. I mean, I don't hold it overnight for your futures. For forex, I'll hold them. So just know that. See, entry market. I don't necessarily look for a market structure shift all the time. If I'm looking for a reversal, then I'll use the OB or the breaker. But I don't always look for. I don't always look for that. Very specific times only. I'm very like picky and systematic with my trades. I'm looking for something very specific. Okay, so back into first presentation. I want to see some buy side get taken. I want to see some buy side get taken. I mean, it's good to enter off that. Yeah, I think it's very simple to see, and if you have the right bias, you most likely won't get faked out. So the pair I recommend, there's no pair I recommend. The one that you like. How is Nvidia up almost 1%? Literally what? That's actually mind-boggling, bro. What is this? How is Nvidia doing this right now? Look at the New York Power 3 here for Nvidia. I'm trading Eastern time. Nvidia is gonna close that month bullish, bro. Okay. Would I trust this inversion? I wouldn't look for any longs personally. This meets the criteria of a short. This meets the criteria of a short, but I don't know if I can take it. Hmm, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. We didn't take any buy side. I don't like it. Although we did tap into first presentation. Play on Mara? Yo, I'm keeping my eye on Mara. I'm not gonna lie. I have been keeping my eye out. We can just tape read this. If we just hypothetically market sold, would we hit that 2R? There's no breaker yet. It'll form if we take out this low. No, this is live data. Yep, we did touch the low of the 4 hour. We also touched the low of the weekly a long time ago. We went right through that weekly, so I'm not really too interested in the 4 hour. What is one presentation? This is the first fair value gap after 9:30. It's commonly referred to out by the algorithm multiple times throughout the day, sometimes even multiple times throughout the week. You're in the short. It's not bad. Yeah, I'm just tape reading this. I wouldn't have taken this, but if I hypothetically took it, I want to see would it have played out. Should I take it on my what's this thing called? What is this thing called? Why you don't take trades on gold? I'd rather trade Nasdaq futures. A little bit more precise, more predictable for me. I wouldn't say more predictable. They're both just as predictable. It's just Nasdaq's a little bit it's centrally traded. What I recommend for backtesting, if you have the money, trade Zella. If you don't have the money, Forex replay. If you really, really don't have the money, trading view. I'm waiting for this full port. Um, no full port. Let's see if we touch the fair value gap here. What's a ticker for NQ? I'm going to delay that on NQH. The reason you're getting delayed data is because you have to pay for real-time data. You have to pay for it. I'm gonna short this on my, I think my GUI. My GUI. Any free resources to get live data? A proper account would give you live data. 2R is what I'm targeting. I mean, if we're gonna continue lower, I'd expect these yellow lines. We did touch the low of the daily bullish fair value gap. We'll just see. I'm not in this trade. I'm just tape reading it. 1 hour unicorn above. Guy, did you notice we acted on the 4 hour? No, I didn't notice that, brother. I didn't really look for that. Talking about this. I saw the bearish order flow. Looks like clean manual intervention for me. I don't think we reacted off this. I'm still bearish. Don't look at stuff like this as reaction. The first step, please, all of you, in my opinion, this is my opinion. I'm not saying you have to listen to me, but in my opinion, I'd go break even after this low. If I was in this trade, I'd go break even here. Looks like, wow, just played out perfectly. All right, the protraction model still didn't fail, I guess. I wanted to take that too. Yeah, I mean, listen, you guys need to have a drawn liquidity first. Don't say, oh, we inverse this. Oh, we did. Bro, where is price going? Do you even know? So then forget the 4 hour. Someone said caught that trade. Someone said TP hit. I mean, that's not bad. It's a little bit 1R, but not my style, but it's good. It stopped you out. Where did it stop you out, bro? That's not. You had a bad stop loss in that case, brother. You just had a bad stop loss, you know? Your stop loss should at least be right here at this red line. When I took the trade, I put my stop loss here, the second red line. If you want to be super safe, you would put it like above the first presentation. But this is bad stop loss placement, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love you, Martinos. You're a good guy, bro. You took it? No, I didn't take it. I didn't take this. I didn't take this. Just tape reading it. It's just so far in discount, you know, but it's the reason I marked it up is because it meets the criteria for my model. It's just, you know, just one of those where I might just look to let it go. Didn't even sweep buy side liquidity at one point to even go down. Exactly. No buy side raid. If we maybe took out the highs there, then I would have questioned it a little bit better. So, true, if your setup isn't there, you can't take. TP target. I just put it at 2R. I would just put it. What is your model? This would have been my protraction model. My students would know. If any, yeah, I think we're gonna inverse the 4 hour. No, that's no problem. Can you explain presentation? I got you. I got you, Yoshi. Give me a sec, brother. First presentation. It's the first fair value gap after 9:30. So notice how we just we used it again. We used it here 4 times, delivered lower. We used it again once. No bullish fair value gap. We're not longing this bullish fair value gap. We're bearish. We wait for it to fail. See, looks like we're gonna hit that 2R objective. No problem. Let's see if we can go all the way. So I guess it would have played out. So if you guys took that trade, good job. Maybe I should have trusted it. I don't know. Who cares? What does macro mean? Macro is the time. Remember I told you guys 9:50 to 10:10, expect expansion. Well, what happened here? We came up, boom, small reversal, all during the macro. In what time frame? 1 minute time frame. 1 minute time frame. You taking a trade today? If it forms, how do you collect data? Backtest. Reason I took it was because price below 1 hour sees. Good idea. That's I like that test fate. That's good. It's good that you had reasoning, brother. How do you get your drawn liquidity? Usually you gotta zoom out. I marked out these yellow lines earlier in the stream. I said the first one is low-hanging fruit. Second one is possible. I also marked out this green line, which is very extreme, but again, possible. Short 60 minutes for 620 from after budget target is 5,880. How many trades you take in a month? Depends. I think last month was like, it depends on the month, depends how clear it is. Are you all right? You're gonna trade on your day? I'm not sure yet. I will be live every day. Whether I take a trade or not, I don't know. I don't know if it's a half day or I have to check. I'm flat now on the trade. I would be break even on this trade personally if I took it, because like I said, my low hanging fruit objective was taken. It doesn't need to come here, doesn't need to go there. We already hit that 2R objective, so right, this was, and there you go, man. Immediately coming back higher. If we get another inversion, is it shortable if we get another inversion? My original trade was like this, right? So This was 2R. We hit it. But now I'm just looking at this yellow line as a tape read. So I think that was pretty good. We came up to that fair value gap. Check out the 1 hour. What you looking for? Is this 10 a.m. power 3? Let me mark out 10 a.m. here. Looking for a continuation of shorts, but I need to see something very... I mean, I don't know if I'm even going to take it at this point. I feel like... Like, what about this OB? Is there a world where I take this order block and then just break even after the yellow line? I don't know, man. I don't know. Can you please explain why your trader... You take your trade. I didn't take any trade. Could you do multi-time frame analysis with your model? Of course, power of 3 on the weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute. Ollie just got that 1 point. Got 1 point of your break even. Nah, that's good, bro. That's good. How you marked out that 10 a.m.? I have an indicator that marks it out for me. It's called ICT Kill Zones and Pivots TFO. It'll continue to mark out the opening prices for me. You label these yellow lines so people stop asking. Can we sell now? Don't sell. You mean can we move lower still? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, it's possible. We already reached the first objective, so it all depends on how low do you think this daily candle can expand, right? Do you think it's going to start to wick and that's the low of the day? In my opinion, probably not. It's possible, but probably not. But it could be very choppy from now on. Bro, sneeze sweet as... Bro, what are you talking about, bro? It's weird ass. You guys don't even know how to trade. They just using your callouts. A lot of people do, yeah. Yellow line is an old new week opening gap. Why did you pick those yellow lines? It's the only obvious levels for me on the weekly. There's the volume imbalance there, volume imbalance there. It also aligns with 50% of this wick, which we already hit, which is why I said I would have TP'd at the first yellow line. So if I took that trade, I would personally be out. I wouldn't hold any trade on a day like this ever. I guess we can mark this out like this. It's a pretty large new week opening gap. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Exactly. If we were gonna move higher, I mean, we wouldn't be doing this. So I'm really not interested in long. We engineered a lot of liquidity though. No rate on buy side whatsoever. Let's see if we get the inversion here. Going below 10 a.m. would be a strong inversion. No inversion so far. You got 2 sales, nice, bro. Yeah, you definitely can't be mad about that. What broker to trade in Q1? Tradeovate, I guess. I lost my funded because of you. Someone said, Gatie, why are you eating pork? What are you talking about? I lost my funded? You're so mean? I don't know, bro. It sucks to be you, I guess. Mid a little more than 0.5. Nice, bro. Did you explain volume imbalance? Volume imbalance is when there's a gap between two bodies. See how the bodies don't overlap here? The bodies don't overlap. Why is everyone laughing, bro? Yeah, bro. I don't know. I didn't even take a trade, bro. So I don't even know why. And I gave one. The only trade I even gave here was a winner, bro. So I don't even know how. Either way, I don't care. But old new week opening gap. You know what? I'm just gonna make this simpler, bro. That's what that is. I lost everything my mom can't eat. The analogy behind macros. Macros is when you expect price expansion. Yep, it's an NWAG, but I'm just gonna mark it up like this so people stop asking. Go to the 4 hour. There's something I think you need to see. No, there isn't, bro. I like this flat body though. Take care, Dragon. Take care, brother. You ever look at 30-second? Yeah, when I'm on top setbacks, I'll usually look at 30-second and 15-second. Flat body means more expansion, continuation. When there's a flat body candle like that, usually you expect it to come back and deliver. It's a form of imbalance, right? It's just a form of imbalance. No, I'm definitely not looking for any longs. I would still look for a reversal. I'm waiting for any raid on buy side and getting any form of bearish breaker. We have not gotten that. Any higher time frame PD rate tag on a premium sense we have not gotten into. So there's really nothing, right? Really nothing besides that first presentation for value gap play that we talked about earlier. Classic third and leg. I learned on your videos. Appreciate you, bro. I was biasing choice industry though. I'd set up before anything. Do NYC even work if it's not the same week? Yep, of course they work, bro. Of course they work. What does weekly volume imbalance mean? It means a volume imbalance on the weekly chart. See how there's a gap between the bodies? Price will often draw towards that gap. You can see how last week we wicked through it on both. It doesn't mean it's dead now. It doesn't mean it's, I hate when people say this, but when they say it's mitigated, no, it's still there. Can you show me PO3? Yeah, we're looking for a 10 a.m. power of 3 right now. So see how 10 a.m. opened right here? We came up, but we didn't take out the buy side, which is why I'm not really calling any potential short here. I would have wanted to see this buy side get taken. In fact, we might form a bullish breaker here. This is NASDAQ futures. We're probably reversing all-time highs in the macro. 1030 macro, Koala? That was a joke, guys. Let me not say that. Let me not make jokes like that. There's no 1030 macro. You can't make jokes like that on live, bro. It's screaming bearish. Yeah, it's definitely bearish. Look how we swept that low. Yeah, I don't like that. See if we can take out the buy side, though. Do you use SMT? Yep. If I see an SMT, I will say I'll mark it out. Do a setup tour? Bro, you're pretty much looking at it. I live in a very small room. Pretty much looking at the setup, brother. Ooh, ooh. How do you see futures of prop firms? I don't know. And the fact I don't know is scary. So get your prop firms, get your payouts while you can, and try to get a live account, I guess. Right? Use them while they're available. Because one day they might not be, I don't know. It's really hard to say. I don't know about that stuff too much. We've already expanded so much lower. ICT kills and pivots. TFO is the indicator that I use. It'll mark out the opening prices for me. High, low, higher high. I want to see if we can get a bearish breaker here, and I could potentially short something like this if we get it. Protraction model, stage 2, I guess. Not clean. But if we take out the buy side here, Actually, it wouldn't be a protraction model because it's not with the 1030 PO3. I'll probably be waiting. It'll be 10 a.m. power 3. You think it's low of day? Possible. Could be. Oh, we hit 10K followers on TikTok. Nice. That's cool. How much payouts we take? I've taken 3 payouts totaling $3,000 so far. You think we can reach the 15-minute fair value gap? That would be a nice place to. I'd probably look for shorts from there. I'd rather just dump now. Stay very heavy. If we get a bearish breaker now, I can trust it. That's not a market structure shift. It's not a market structure shift. How long have you been trading? I've been trading live for about a year. Just less than a year. Market structure shift is when the body closes above an old high in a bearish market. It's a 3 drives pattern. Yeah, I mean it's 3 drives. I don't know if I would do anything with it. ICT disagrees with that. I know sometimes he talks about the wick, but I think that's BS. Sometimes he will say he said both. He has said both. And in my opinion, it makes more sense with the body. Are you a full-time trader? How much you make a month? I'm not full-time. I don't have a consistent monthly income or any consistent income from this whatsoever. Not there yet, unfortunately. Well, what do you do for work? At least you're honest. Yeah, I'm not lying. I am funded. I am funded right now. Yeah, I'm usually always funded. No need to close above, but we need speed. In my opinion, it definitely needs to close above. I've heard ICT say it. I know he said sometimes it hasn't. It doesn't need to, but like if you don't use that, then your your filtering process is just weak. Like so what? Is this a bearish market structure shift? No. In my opinion, it needs to be inside of the kill zone. It needs to close above and needs to form a fair value gap within speed. With speed, you know? It needs all those things to be a valid market structure shift. And then if you zoom out, it's just not a market structure shift. Yeah, realistically, this high would be the one to really give that breaker. But even then, looks like we're just approaching that 15-minute bearish fair value gap. So far, pretty bullish 10 a.m. candle. I'm only funded with one account right now. I'll go for more fundeds. Second week of January, we'll probably get some accounts. Or I guess I'll probably deal with these accounts first. I have a couple accounts now. And then we'll figure it out. What time frames? I use all of them, but for now I'm on the 1 minute. This is NASDAQ. I have 150K. Well, actually, I have 250Ks. Won't you trade the 15-minute if you're doing liquidity? Right now, I'm looking to see if price can come into this 15-minute fair value gap. This 15-minute imbalance, it'll give us most likely an SMT. So that's what I'm looking for. M15 fair value gap. We've engineered some liquidity. Like I said earlier, we're getting a bunch of this. Now if we get this, I can expect a short, but we didn't even touch the 15-minute fair value gap. If we close below here, that's pretty bearish. Yeah, we do have an SMT here. Your opinion on oil? What is oil? Crude, like crude oil? Bro, that's an ass. Looks like we're going to previous month high though. That's very choppy, but looks like we're going to previous month high. 50-minute time frame. Could look for a long, I guess. I don't know if I would short. We definitely got the CISD. If we get a bearish fair value gap here, I think I can trust it. 1018 power of 3, 10 a.m. power of 3. Not 2R anymore. Let's just wait. Yeah, I did get a haircut. Appreciate you, Toxic. DOL, this yellow box. The weekly imbalance, volume imbalance. BA been boring today. Do you risk normal on challenges? Usually I risk like 1 to 2 more contracts than what I would normally. Just add 1 or 2 more in there. How do you feel about ICT being a fraud? I don't think he's a fraud personally. Your stream is fun. Appreciate you, brother. 2 a.m., 4-hour TP. Would you get the whole move? What was it? What there were the days like on the highs? Maybe, sure. If you want to view it that way, that's okay. Triple equal lows on yes. Alright, let me just put in a video back here. Whoa. Triple equal lows on yes. ES is bearish. They're both the same. Nasdaq and ES move the same. So if I say something on one, just know that it's out. I'm just saying ES just put in triple equal lows, so it's pretty rare that we're gonna keep those intact. Usually we're gonna hit those. Looks like we might do so right now. Iman has a video on it. I don't care what Iman has a video on, bro. While you trade on YouTube and TikTok. I don't want to stream in stage unless every single person is muted. But at that point, why would I bother? That's too many streams, 1, and 2. I don't want to stream when people are talking in my ear. It's too distracting for me. And I think too many people would join. It'd be too hectic. I'd rather than just join on YouTube. Don't have too many people. ITT blew his account. Yeah, he blew his account. CISD chain stated delivery. What's up, trading? So then what's the point of doing it, Koala? Any trades so far? No trades. We did call out that 1-2R trade, but I didn't actually push the button. It was this inversion fair value gap, and we just TP'd at 2R or something like this. Oh, sorry, it was like this. So we called this out. I know some people took it, but I didn't take it just because we didn't take out any buy side. I wanted to be a little bit more patient. Thoughts? We got the CISD, a lot of wicks right now, no clean fair value gap. But we got the CISD on the 5-minute. We have the SMT. Yeah, we're below 10 a.m. I probably expect us to go lower, but we'll see. Apparently, ICT Blue is Robin's account. Could you explain the methodology of Power 3? Not right now, brother. You got to watch my YouTube video on it. How long did it take for you to get funded? It took me 2 months after I started trying. Actually, no, it took me 1 month. I got it in my first month, the end of the month. No, we didn't take any trades. Yeah, take any trade. What are you trading right now? Nasdaq futures. The one he puts in. Apparently, yeah. He blew the account way before he said he did too, for sure. Maybe. How long did it take you to get a payout? 2 months, maybe 3 months. You trade Forex sometimes. I do have a Forex account. This is SPY 500 on the right side. On the right side of my screen is the S&P 500. Have you passed the funded account now? I've passed many funded accounts. Gatie, with Topstep, do you have 50K accounts? I always do 50Ks with Topstep, yeah. How many percentage in wins do you have this month? We're up 600 on one account. We're up. How much are we up on the MyFunded futures? We're up 300 on the other account. So how much percentage you win? I don't know. It's hard to say when you're trading prop firms. Yeah, minimum of 2 days. You can't pass it in 1 day with Topstep. Engineered more sell side. I'd expect us to run. Biz lows. Short looks really good. Yeah, I don't know how I would have been entered on this short, but if I see my model form, right, I would have shorted this here if there was a bearish fair value gap. But like I'm not gonna short this bearish fair value gap. I also don't like the risk to reward. Oops. I don't like how the wick formed. I mean, there's no clean bearish fair value gap. So there's just no entry model. Although I'm still bearish. Maybe 10:30 PO3 will make something more clear for us. Nasdaq is playing like last week. It's too predictable that it passed challenge. Yeah, if it's not clear, just come back another day. There's nothing wrong with that. Listen, there's nothing wrong with just walking away. There's no rule. You don't have to trade today. Especially if you think there's a chance you might lose. We'll just come back tomorrow when there's a better chance, for example. I would say this is a valid displacement because of the CISD and the SMT. We took out the sell side here. So we have an SMT here. I want to see, does NASDAQ have what it takes to get here as well? Or just ES? Viewers peak right now, do a giveaway? I want to do a giveaway. If I do a giveaway, it'll be announced before time. You trade micros? Yeah, almost always micros. SMT for now, that's why I want to see very specifically because, listen, we finally flipped that hourly candle. So I'd expect it to continue. Remember we said 10 a.m. power of 3. Is it going to keep this range condition? In which case the SMT will most likely hold. Or is it going to speed up and go below this below this low here? In terms of entering a trade, I wouldn't take it now because of the SMT. Bro, there's 180 of you guys watching and only 20 of you guys liked. Bro, fuck you guys, bro. Can you explain SMT? Notice how the asset on the right took out that low, right? This asset on the right side of my chart, it took out that low, clean, all the way through. But this one did not take out that low. That's an SMT. There's a small bearish fair value gap there. See if it holds. We're still consolidating. Yeah, there's not much happening here. Looks like that SMT might hold. I'd want to see it run through. SMT is a sign of strength, pretty much, you could say. It's the sign of, if it's at the lows, it's a sign of strength, right? Because we should have come here. The fact that we didn't come here, it's your first indication that, you know what, it might not come here now because it would have done so the same time that this asset did. But you have to remember, like, it's still higher time frame. For example, the hourly, you don't see no SMT in the hourly, like we're still bearish, for example. But for example, this SMT over here, notice, right? We had an SMT here, and then this one was weaker, and it took out the low. So, who's Trevor? Trevor's my goat, bro. Appreciate the flowers, Bryce. That works, Chaos. That works. Good shit, bro. Keep it up. As long as you found something that works, keep it up. How will you know which is stronger? So right now, NASDAQ is stronger because it didn't go lower, if that makes sense, right? But like I said, I personally want to see it run through that SMT. I don't see SMT, bullish. I see this SMT, I want to see it come down here. But like I said, I wouldn't take it, but because it wouldn't meet my rules. I don't have an MMF code. I asked for them, bro. They didn't give me one, bro. Those guys, bro. They said I wasn't big enough, bro. Like they said I don't have enough impact. Bro, what? I stream in front of like 400 people plus, bro. And I have a Discord with 15K people. How am I not big enough, bro? How big do you have to be, bro? What do I have to? Who do I need to be to get a mind funded futures code? Yellow's on the higher time for repeated rate, yeah. It's that weekly volume imbalance. I mean, I wouldn't decline them, being honest. Please explain SMT. Brother, honestly, I just explained it. I don't want to re-explain it. Just look at my YouTube video on it. You know? Top step and Apex. Top step and Apex is all you need, bro. I've seen you like 100 times. Oh, lit, bro. Appreciate you. I love how Koala switched accounts. CISD is a change in the state of delivery. Do you give a signal? I mean, I'll trade in front of you. I wouldn't say it's a signal, but you can do what you want. Just don't complain afterwards. I just full ported, no stop loss. Shorts or longs? How do you get that profit thing on TradingView? What do you mean profit thing? What profit thing? GatieTrades? Better to skip today. Yeah, I think today's a little bit not too clear. I mean, I'm waiting for 10:30. What I want to see at 10:30 is... I don't use a least funded trader now. I'm still bearish, but I wouldn't be surprised if it continues to be ranging like this. Oh, this thing? Your P&L tools? You just need to go to this, or shit, where is it? This one? Long position and short position. You can see that. You can set it like that. So you can see. It'll help you calculate risk and all that stuff. I'm not trading coins, I'm trading NASDAQ futures. CISD plays the role. Good question, bro. Does CISD play the role of a short-term low? Kind of. It's more... I mean, yeah, I guess you could say it's pretty much a short-term low. It's just if you can identify the correct CISD, right? This is a CISD for many reasons. One, it took out the liquidity. Two, entered a premium, entered this fair value gap, and it's a nice big body. And when we close below it, it forms the change of state of delivery. Okay, 10:30 here. 10:30 here. I know a lot of my winning trades are 10:30 PO3. I will say that recently, at least. You're worrying about the wrong things. CFTC currently bullish or bearish? This is not a question you should be asking. Forget everything that's happening on the 1 minute, guys. Forget the SMT. Forget the CISD. Look, I'm gonna remove all this shit, bro. Forget it. Forget all of it. What you need to know first. What you need to know first is where is it likely to go? Period. That's it. Nothing else. You just need to know where is it likely to go. If you say, I think it's going to go here because, and then you're convinced, okay, now you look. Don't worry about a bearish CISD. Don't worry about a bearish SMT. You just said you think it's going to go up. So why do you care about what happens to the downside, right? Narrative. I don't use AMBX or XAMD. I used to, but I backtested it. I don't like it. I thought this was gems. I trade gems. That's my model. Someone said, what's that 10:30? 10:30 is a new candle open on regular trading hours. Gatie, why aren't you in longs? Because I don't want it. I don't think it's gonna go up. You think 1-to-1 is okay? 1-to-1 is totally okay, bro. You just need to have the win rate to, what's it called? Like the win rate to show that, you know? You thought gems was koala model? Who are you, bro? Who are you, bro? Koala, is that one of your weird ass friends, bro? I'm in longs looking for a 1-to-3. Good luck. My prediction is lower. It's all on the YouTube channel. It's all in the Discord. I'm here to live trade you. I'm not gonna here do a full lecture. My Discord. I do trade Forex sometimes. I'm looking for shorts. Specifically, I'm looking for this. No trades yet. Most profit in one day was 2,000. One trade. My Discord's free, guys. I need more TikTok mods, bro. Broker for Forex, use Awanda. My Discord's free? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. 1030 PO3? It means the same thing as any other PO3. Do you want a mentee? I don't know if I have any more spots open, bro. We start in January 1st. I might have one more spot. I'm waiting on a response from someone. Kobe, are you new? Are you new to ITT? Let me be your mod. Leia, I'm trying to mute you right now, bro. Like, you're the reason I need a mod, bro. I'm looking for shorts. I don't know how you go insane. I mean, I'm pretty chill. It's pretty boring just watching these candles consolidate, you know. 950 hit your break even. That's unlucky. Oh, this here? Was it this leg or this leg? The thief trying to be a cop, literally, bro. Sure, bro. You can send Qual the money, bro. Give me mod blood. And I need someone I can trust, bro. Do I think it'll go lower? I don't know. I'm looking for something to tell me that it's gonna go lower. I'm bearish. When I say I'm bearish in this case, I just mean I don't really care about any longs. Is the market open tomorrow? Yeah, it's open tomorrow. TikTok chat is so troll, man. I swear YouTube is so much better. Okay, we got that move up. We took out minor buy side. No fair value gap, no imbalances. This just became a lot worse. Are you trading New Year's? I'll be live. It's a bank holiday. I don't know if I'll be taking a trade. What did I say? That's a 5-minute breaker. No, there's no higher high. I wouldn't look for any breakers in this price action. Just let it play out. 1030 PO3 still in play. If there was just a fair value gap here, man, this kind of wicks. These wicks just kind of ruined it to make it more clear. Isn't the first day of the year closed? It's a bank holiday. Is it an early close or a full day close? I think it might be a full day close, you're right. I don't think the market's open on the first. Where do I think it'll reach? If it's gonna continue lower, this yellow box. Should I change the color to just a little bit more obvious? Should I make it green? Two-minute breaker? Oh, there's no breakers in here, man. There's no breakers in here. We didn't take any trades. Yeah, it might just like grind down. I like that we engineered these lows. If we got a bearish fair value gap, we could have taken that because the CISD. Yep, relative equal lows equal lows. Thanks for the roses. Thanks for the roses. I don't want no roses though. I don't want no gifts. I'm just here to trade. CISD is a change in the state of delivery. CISD is a change in the state of delivery. When we go from sell side to buy side delivery. Yes, it does, Noah. Yes, it does. Hey, Gatie, how you doing? What's up, Farron? How are you, brother? Farron, I was watching your live, bro, the other day. You put in good work, brother. Didn't reach back in the H4OB. Could we get a reversal here? I would not expect any reversal. Any move higher, at this point, I would just view as a potential retracement. Approaching that 15-minute fair value gap. Nah, you good, bro. No need to be honored, bro. We're the same, brother. This P3 happens all the time. P3 happens every single day, brother. Are you up on the day? Yeah, bro, I'm up 17 million. Pretty small day for me. Pretty small day. Usually it's closer to 9, 10 figures, but 17 million, not bad. I'm joking. We didn't take any trades today, brother. We didn't take any trades. Yep, I've already marked out the 15-minute fair value gap. I'm just waiting. I wouldn't go long to this 15. Personally, I wouldn't. I don't like to take retracement trades. Personally, I've banned myself from taking any more retracement trades. I lost too many times in a row. I've lost too many trades just looking for a retracement into a key level. I don't want to trade like that anymore. But if I was going to, that fair value gap doesn't look too bad. Appreciate your quick response. No problem. I try to respond. Can you explain your strategy quick? I basically try to navigate the 930 power of 3. That's pretty much it. See this body right here? This candle right here? I try to trade the bulk of this candle's body, which might actually flip bullish. We're almost back at New York opening price. There's the 15-minute fair value gap. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we get up into the higher up one. Looks like that SMT held, the one that we were talking about earlier. Can I ask everyone? Yeah, go ahead and ask. If people are looking for longs or shorts, I'm not looking for any longs personally. Just looking for a potential opportunity to go lower. We'll see if it gives us something off of this 15-minute fair value gap. We're approaching the macro a little bit early. I would take an inversion fair value gap here. I mean, I'll probably wait for the macro. I'd probably wait for the macro, to be honest. It could move higher. Where? Maybe this fair value gap. Doesn't need to. This one could be enough. Maybe this fair value gap. Originally, I was looking at this fair value gap because of the high resting inside of it. Let me not mark that as an inversion fair value gap. What's the macro? Macro is 1050 to 1110. How many contracts do you use? It depends on where my stop loss, how many points my stop loss is. I use usually a $200 stop loss on a funded account. That's 50,000. For an eval, usually I do like 300. What's the logic against the long here? No idea where it's gonna go. The only place I would have expected it to go is here. In my opinion, it doesn't need to go any higher. It could, but it's not clear. It's not clear. Where do you think it's gonna go? If you can say where you think it's gonna go and it makes sense to you, sure, you can go long. In my personal opinion, I don't think it needs to go any higher than it just did, to be honest. I don't think it needs to. If we inverse, I would short. If we get a bearish breaker, I would also short in the macro. I prefer waiting for the macro. Very improbable. I wouldn't say improbable. It's just it's not something I'd be willing to risk capital on. You could target 50%. I don't like to target 50%. What happens in the macros? You expect movement. You'll see. So for example, look at the last macro. 950 to 1010. I'll mark it out for you and you can see for yourself. We came up here, entered the first presentation fair value gap, and then we dump taked out the sell side and we got a nice retracement. And then we got another dump, but that was after the macro. So you can see we just got this nice movement that looked like this. We got a nice leg. Let's see this macro, if it can do something that we can read. I didn't take any trades. Difference between a fair value gap and inversion fair value gap. Fair value gap is this. An inversion fair value gap is a fair value gap that got disrespected. So this is a fair value gap, just regular fair value gap. If it goes below it with the body, then it's inverse. Pretty much. There's your higher high. Oh, can we get an SMT there? Don't go any higher. If it doesn't go any higher, that would be nice. It would be really nice. I'm looking for a sell. If we can get it, breaker. I would love to see displacement down right now. That would be so beautiful. It would be very, very beautiful. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't know. It looks like we're just going to maybe get a big candle to the upside here. But we'll see. 5 minutes before the macro. What do you mean real SMTs? What does that mean, real SMTs? Who teaches real SMTs? What's a fake SMT? Yeah, I'm just going to take it out. 5-minute FG form, 5-minute FG form. Yep. Very bullish order flow. Looks like we're going to touch New York Open. We didn't make high of week or day, so maybe Tuesday low of week. Is that possible? Possible. Yeah, it is possible. Monday, it could be Monday low of week for all we know. Depends how much higher we go up here. Do you care for equilibrium? I personally don't care about equilibrium. You know, if I'm looking for an entry, yeah. If I'm looking for a target, not so much. But like, sure, you can mark out your 15-minute dealing range. Sure, maybe you can use that. EF tapped the 15 fair value gap there. Yeah, we could move higher. It's possible. Like I said, we could come up there. It's even possible we come up here. Maybe even there. Maybe we even reverse this entire move. I mean, I wouldn't expect that, but if we get a bearish breaker here, like I was saying, I'm not interested in anything to the upside. I'm waiting to see if we can get the bearish breaker block here. That's what I want to see, you know? I'm not going to be like, oh, look, we went up. Let me just look, see where it comes. No. I'm not going to change that unless I'm convinced on the higher time frame. Do bro have emotions, chat? Sometimes. I mean, obviously everyone has emotions. Let's see if we can get it. Another down close candle just like this one. And I think I would short even though we're in the 5. If we get a clean bearish breaker, I would probably short. It needs to be clean though. It needs to be clean. And probably just take the breaker as well. Let's see. The thing is, we do have the 5-minute fair value gap, so I'm a little bit skeptical. It depends how this candle closes. I'll wait for a fair value gap or an inversion. I'll wait a little bit longer. I don't want to take the breaker. I'm waiting because I need more confirmation. That's very simple reason. That's why I'm waiting. I need more confirmation. Let me just, mark out my TP really quick. Okay. Probably take this. I do see that lower fair value gap right there. I do see it. Stop loss would be 1 tick above the breaker. Covers the majority of the order block. The reason I might cancel this limit is because we might not inverse the 2-minute fair value gap. If I get filled on this candle, it means we didn't inverse the 2-minute fair value gap. So it's like kind of contrary, kind of contrasting the idea, but looks like we're gonna inverse it, so it's fine. All right, we just got filled. We shall see what happens. Inside the macro now. If we have the right bias, this should be no problem. It's all gonna come down to whether or not we have the right bias. Or a narrative, I should say. I shouldn't say bias. The bias was correct. Dang, wait, did the 5-minute gap? We're inside a 5-minute bullish fair value gap right now, yeah. What I would want to see is I would want to see this fair value gap get invalidated. If we can invalidate this fair value gap, it should be no problem on this trade. Yeah, let's record this. Do we short? I personally already entered short. Is there any world I trail to stop here? Is there a world where I trail to stop there? If we get full TP, the trade will be like 3 or 4 RR, I think. I don't want to read too much into it, but let me focus on the candles here. We're wicking the bottom of the 5. We're literally at that point of the trade where like in 1 or 2 minutes, it'll determine whether or not we are right or wrong, you know? Like we're at the level where if it's going to go higher, it'll go higher right now. We're also at that level where if we're going to go lower, it's going to go lower right now. Because we're at the low of the 5-minute. If it inverses it, we should have no problem taking the relative equal lows. But if we fail to inverse, then it means we're obviously going to respect it and just take out the buy side. Continue higher into this retracement. I'd want to see this form as a bearish order block. I want to see it close below here. What will confirm the trade is if we can get below 1030 as well in the next 8 minutes. Is there a world where I trail my stop here though? It almost kind of makes sense. But let's just leave it, I think. Who cares if we lose? Looks like bullish breaker was a false run for liquidity. Don't trail stop, trail the stop. I think I'm just gonna leave the stop loss there. At the end of the day, if I lose, I lose. Not a big deal. I don't think it makes sense to trail it. Do not touch the stop loss, please. Put stop above bears fair value. I'm gonna leave my stop, guys. I'm gonna leave my stop. Explain real estate being damage. We care to be fair. Don't worry about making food. Do you know who taught it though? Like where is that from? What fund did you trade? I traded this on the eval. Mine that was rough. Ended on plus 2%. Dot about the 5 minutes. That was giving liquidity. I'm bearish, so I really don't care. If you're bullish, yeah, you'll see this as SMT. Me personally, I see this as relative equal lows. So we shall see if I'm right about the bias. So far, we're respecting the 5-minute fair value gap. See, the 5-minute high here isn't immediate rebalance, so we technically should go lower. You caught the top of this move, similar to TP. Nice, that's a really good fill for you, bro. I'm just trying to see, is there a fair value gap here? Yeah, there's a 3-minute fair value gap there. Why did we have to wick on both sides? Yeah, so I don't like that we're consolidating right now. If we inverse this fair value gap, I'll put my stop here. Do you trade gold? Rarely, but sometimes. Is there a hierarchy? Do time frames say the 5 and 1 to contradict? It's not about contradiction. It's all about conviction, right? It's all about conviction at the end of the day. So, sure, you can say the 5. They can't contradict if you're bearish, right? If you're bearish, then you think we're going to inverse that bullish fair value gap. If you're bullish, you think we're going to respect that 5-minute bullish fair value gap. So it's not a contradiction. It's just about which one do you believe is going to happen. And if you don't know, well, then don't trade, you know? Simple. Or wait for more information. So far, we're moving above the 5-minute fair value gap. So this is the 5-minute fair value gap high. I wouldn't want to see us close above it. So this low, I wouldn't want to see us close above that low. I'm going to remove this order block marker. Looks like we're not getting it. I believe we tapped into a 3-minute fair value gap as well. So we'll see. If we get a really solid bullish candle here, it might just be confirmation that the trade is incorrect. But we'll give it a chance. Just don't like the reaction here, right? I don't like that we soup this low. I don't like that we failed to inverse the 5 and the 1. This is the 1-minute. This is the 5-minute bullish fair value gap high. I'll probably leave. I don't like how that candle opened. I think we'll just leave the stop loss. But yeah, it's not looking good anymore. This trade's probably a losing trade. We'll give it a little bit of a chance here because of the fair value gap here in premium. But that'll probably be it, you know? If we go above that, then trade is obviously dead. FEGs and OTE. Yeah, it's there. But like I said, if we were bearish, we probably would have just inversed this fair value gap and continued lower. Look at the 5-minute now, right? Shows no signs of going lower whatsoever. So failed to get that 1030 PO3. It was actually bullish. But I mean, it's not over yet. We don't know, right? You can still move lower. Still inside the macro. Still 14 minutes. My eyes jump to this fair value gap. Right? I mean, that's why we have a stop loss, right? You just join those shorts. That would be an insane entry. Once you see it stop taking lows, including wicks, it should push highers. Yeah, you trade should be good. It should be I mean, yeah, I was bearish for sure. He's about to get stopped. Maybe we'll see. I'm in shorts. Good luck, brother. It was a clear long. 11 a.m. candle power of 3. Bro, that might be the dumbest sentence I've ever heard, bro. First of all, it's not even 11 a.m. So how can it be 11 a.m. PO3? It's 10:57 right now. Why are you bearish? We tapped into the 15-minute bearish fair value gap. 9:30 PO3 as well. We topped above New York Open. We had a bearish breaker here with a fair value gap. I shorted the breaker plus the 1-minute fair value gap, a little unicorn setup there. Did you cast those long shorts? Long shorts? What's a long short? Yeah, it depends how we close here on the 2-minute. I guess the 2-minute's a little bit nicer. Yeah, let's keep watch on the 2-minute. I like that fair value gap a lot more. It's going too deep though. I don't like how it's wicking so high. I mean, it's still a breaker. High, low, higher high, lower low. It's just about bias. Just about bias. Yeah, we put in an SMT here as well. We all talking about the 2-minute 2022 model. I think if we inverse this 2-minute, we might just close the position early. Whatever, let's just keep it. I'm just gonna keep it like this. My last hit was stopped out, then it hit my TP 1 to 3. Sorry to hear that, brother. Hopefully you can put that in the journal and maybe you learn something. ES is bullish. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same. ES already inverted the 2 actually, so yeah, it's probably a stop out here. We'll just let it hit the stop loss though. Take the L. We all talking about the 2-minute. How long you been trading? It's been about a year for me. I just hit 2 L's and closed my laptop. Conditions are not optimal. Thanks for the exit liquidity. No problem, brother. How long you been trading? It's been about a year. Silver bullet is smacking right now. I mean, it's been pretty choppy since 10 a.m. Why would you short it? It looks clearly bullish. It wasn't clear. Is it trade on eval? This is eval, yeah. I'm on the eval right now. I'm not trading my funded account. I'm not trading my funded account until the second week of January, I think. So I'll be on the evaluation until then. Yeah, I'll be on the evaluation until then. Yeah, don't worry about the TikTok chat, guys. All the hindsight Harrys are gonna show up now. All the hindsight Harrys are gonna show up. Are you on Top Step? This account is with my funded futures. This is my eval with my funded futures. I'm not trading my fundeds this week. Not trading my fundeds this week. Don't fall for that displacement. That's just ES retracing. I wouldn't say this is a retracement. It's very deep if it is. It's very deep if it is a retracement. You know, it shouldn't have went that deep. What's important trading the eval not funded? Because it's easy to make mistakes this week and next week. You know. So I'm just gonna be building my discipline throughout this week and next week, but not trade the funded. This week might actually be bad. I should have waited until the first. Even the first will be bad. It's gonna reverse later today. It might continue lower in the PM. Shorts are getting paid. I don't think so. I think we're just gonna retrace lower a bit and then probably move higher. It looks pretty. I think we're gonna go higher still, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna touch my stop loss. Just accept that if it hits long to the hourly gap. I personally wouldn't long, but you could. I mean, it looks like it might go there. So LRL both sides is crazy. What does that mean? That's a really strong candle. Yeah, the inversion came with speed. Exit at break even, maybe. Not gonna exit at break even. No, I'm just gonna leave this. Actually, maybe. We'll see. I think we're gonna get stopped out now. That could have been an opportunity to mitigate losses there, but what's the max on 40%? I have no idea, bro. I'm just trading. I don't even know. But taking the opposite of your trades every day, and I think I found the sauce. Hey, man. If that works for you, I guess. I don't know how that'd be possible, though. We caught a lot of wins in December. But if somehow you found a way to do it, bro, that's good, bro. Let's see if it respects this fair value gap. I think it will, personally, but I guess we'll see. Like, notice how we wicked at the bottom there. We didn't get the clean CISD. This market's not clean. My TP is where you entered. That's crazy, bro. That's a really good fill. Show me the displacement plus inversion, baby. That would be nice. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see. I was at one for R. Then take out profits. Hope it doesn't come back to haunt me. You talking about the longs, Alejandro? I almost called you Alez. 5 minute fair value. 5 minute. Alejandro Alvarez. Wait, Alvarez? Are you Les, bro? No, I don't think so. That's when it takes. They'll put your 15-minute chart and all the worries go away. Still looks. I mean, yeah. I mean, we traded the 50-minute bearish fair value guy. That was the trade that we took, right? But I don't have any worries, brother. I don't have any worries. I wouldn't let anything be a good sign, brother. A good sign is if you have control of your emotions. And a good sign is if you can clearly identify your rules and follow them. That's what a good sign is. Especially if you're just starting out, don't let the numbers depict don't let the numbers depict what it is, you know? Low probability trading day. I think it's easy to make a mistake in this. Low probability in that sense, yeah. I think it's easy to make a mistake or see something wrong or miss something just because of how much we moved, you know? It's easy to get the wrong draw. This is evaluation account, yeah. Which is why I'm not trading my funded. Right? I mean, realistically, this entire week and probably next week is going to be the same idea. Your patience is admirable. Appreciate you, bro. You going to trade tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. I'll be trading my evaluation account. Best book for psychology. I think Trading in the Zone by that one guy is pretty good. What's Civi? Civi is sell side imbalanced. What are you doing for New Year's? Probably some dinner. What car do you drive? I drive a Lexus, an old Lexus. Gatie, please hit TP. I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. This trade does not look good anymore. Yeah, I think it's a stop loss. I'm gonna just be honest with you, bro. If it plays out, I wouldn't even say this is a good trade, you know? Obviously, it's a bad trade, right? Bad entry. We thought it was gonna go lower quick. Instead, it went higher, quick-ish. And it looks like we'll get stop out here. I used to listen to it during my morning drives to university. Once you read Trading the Zone, you're gonna feel like you're locked in. That's good. I'm out. Oh my god. I would trade like there's no difference. Sometimes ICT says there's a difference, but he doesn't really explain it that well. How do you identify a CB? It's a bearish fair value gap, pretty much. It's not, but I mean, if you want to really learn the intricacies, watch ICT 2024. What is my prediction? I think it's gonna continue being pretty choppy. I don't think it's gonna move too much in one direction. I think it'll continue somewhat. Like if it's gonna go higher, it's gonna go higher like this, you know, like super shitty. And if it's gonna go lower, probably the same thing. It looks like the majority of the move is done for the day. It's called this short position and long position. We chop in compared to point. Yeah, we already. I think it shows weakness for going bullish. It's just choppiness, you know. It's just gonna be a lot of wicks, a lot of back and forth so far. I still think we'll get stopped out, but did you enter on a fake account? I entered this on an evaluation account with my funded futures. So I didn't take it on my funded. Did not take it on my funded. I entered off 1030 fair value gap and made 2-1 on my eval. Nice, bro. This long right here. Looks like we might get the final push there. Your best bet is if ES takes a high, makes SMT. No, I think it's over regardless, to be honest. But I mean, I'm not gonna touch the stop loss, you know. I put it there. We're gonna leave it there. How long you been trading? It's been about a year for me, brother. Bro, no cap. Pre-market the past 2 months has been the best moves for sure. There has been a lot of moves in pre-market. Can you trade TradingView on Top Step? Yes. You have to use a Trade-O-8 account. The 5-minute SMT was right. The SMT at the lows ended up holding. Yep. The SMT here so far is still holding. What's good, Gatie? What's up, Simp? His name is Simp, guys. I'm not calling him a simp. His name is Simp. Use the TopStep software as trading view system on TopStep. Yeah, I would use TopStep personally, but if you really wanted to trading view for some reason, then just use Trade-O-8. If it comes to break even, I'll probably close. To be honest, do you do like 1% Rs on futures? My stop is champing it. My stop loss is the breaker block high, and it also covers 50% of the order block. So that's the narrative behind my stop loss. I still think it's gonna hit. Obviously, this trade has, I mean, I wouldn't say completely been invalidated, but it's a very deep retracement, right? We hit the fib level, we hit the OB, we're just consolidating though, you know? So look at ES, it's so bullish. The best thing I've learned, never get entitled. That's what I've been learned. When you get entitled and you say, man, this looks so good, blah, 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 that's when, and then you lose, that's when it hurts the most, you know? That's when it hurts the most. All right, boys. This is it right here. Breaker block plus 1 tick. This will be funny. There you go. We're out, boys. Took another L. Did we take an L yesterday? Oh no, we took a win last time. We took an L. The win streaks. The win streak. The win streak of 1 is over. 200 tick. Yeah, it's only 3 micros. 200 ticks. That's how many points is that? Not too much. It's like 50 points. Yeah, 50 points. You should have waited for the long 5-minute FUG. Nah. Let's see what happens here, though. Actually, it's already 11:10. Crashes now, imagine. I mean, it might. The only reason it might is because the 15-minute fair value gap is still in play, right? We shorted this 15-minute fair value gap. That was the idea of the shorts. We haven't disrespected that fair value gap yet, so do you think you overanalyze? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's the daily range, you know. This week, exactly what Yoshi just said. I just think that's the daily range, you know. So because in a good trade, someone said why not put the stop tradition? In a good trade, we won't come above the breaker block. We wouldn't even inverse this fair value gap, right? If it was a good trade, we wouldn't have even inversed this. So there's no point in putting your stop loss there. At that point, it's just a bad trade. We were inside the macro. It should immediately go lower if we were correct. 4-hour order block. Yep, that is a 4-hour order block. Inside the weekly, I think. No, it's not even inside the weekly. Yeah, we'll just have to see. Looks pretty choppy now. I wouldn't expect much. I wouldn't expect to go too much higher or too much lower. Imagine this candle puts the high in. Oh, it actually might. Looks like we might get a move lower, but who knows? Daily PO3 does not say longs. Yeah, it does not say longs. You cut the long from 1036 to 1039. Nice, bro. Think it'll go higher? think it'll go higher. In my opinion, there's no clear drawn liquidity higher. We're forming a 4-hour bearish fair value gap, so there's really no way to say like how high this is gonna wick. Yeah, well, my daily bias, right? Yeah, I would say so. I mean, we hit the levels I thought we were gonna hit. Daily bias was bearish. We were bearish. Or if anything, neutral. I would just say neutral. I don't really, you know, we just pretty much consolidated. See you next year, bro. I'll be live tomorrow. Is that about? It's gonna chop. Let's get back tomorrow. Yeah, I personally think it'll continue to chop. What is the macro setup, trade, distribute price? The macro, both, bro, both, pretty much both. There's no such thing as higher power, bro. They're both pretty much the same. In fact, there's no order block without a fair value gap. So I guess you can say the fair value gap is better. Take care, Yoshi. Take care, brother. The initial drop was the Judas swing. What do you mean the initial drop, bro? You mean the initial 400-point drop? What initial drop, bro? This? How's that a Judas swing? That is just very aggressive distribution. Yeah, there's really a time when they align perfectly. Yeah, there is, bro. Of course there is. There's no order block without a fair value gap, you know? That's just the truth. Can you trade your real funded account on TradingView? Trade? Yeah, I can trade my funded here if I want to. I just have to sign in. So you just go to Tradivate. This is my funded account. This one. But see, I'm not trading this account right now. I'm only trading the evaluation account. So that's why I'm trading on eval. So back to break even. Top step is the best. Top step's the best in my opinion too. FEG with the OB, high probability OB. Yes. Equal high. What account size? 50Ks. Today was HRLR condition. Yeah, I would say so too. I would say so too. Listen, it's gonna probably be like this. It's gonna probably be like this for this week and next week. It'll be similar. Like very difficult, very back and forth. Pretty much all we did today was this. Right? That's pretty much all we did. Go to the 15-minute, you'll see it's not that clean. I mean, we might inverse and move higher, but not much happened. How much you make monthly? I don't make consistent monthly. I've gotten 3 payouts so far. That's about it. You know? There's no like clean number. I think 22. I've gotten payouts with 2022 model alone, so yeah, I think so. In my opinion. You calculate risk? Of course, yeah, of course, bro. Of course, you have to calculate risk. If you don't calculate risk, then that's like gambling, pretty much. You gotta calculate risk. Yes, you can drag your. So what you need to do, let's just say you're short right now, right? If you're short, you want to put a stop loss. It's gonna go above. So you right click, trade, buy. That's gonna be your stop loss. Then you can drag this to wherever you want to put your stop loss. If you're short, if you're long, vice versa. You go below. You're long. Your stop loss is lower, and then you put sell stop, and then you drag it wherever you want to put it. You think you can be profitable? Of course, bro. Of course, yes, you can. It's all about bias at the end of the day. 3 drives patterns to equal high. I mean, it looks like we might come here. Yeah, maybe. Just shallow retracement all day. Possible. Possible. Does it matter if it's stop or limit? Stop is for stop loss. Limit is for TP. Limit is for TP. So if you're in a long and you want to put a TP, you're going to put a sell limit. So if you're in a long, your position should look like this. You have a sell stop and a sell limit. Sell stop for stop loss, sell limit for TP, right? And if you're in a short, it'll be the opposite. You're going to have a buy stop for stop loss and buy limit for TP if you're in a short. You like longs? I don't like long. Honestly, bro, I don't like anything here. The trade I took is pretty good in my opinion. I would take it again, 100%. Who made money today? The Bulls or Bears? Definitely the Bears, bro. I mean, look at this. Those guys are still in profits, bro. Realistically, smart money entity or whoever shorted this, I don't know, the banks, fucking $1 million Barry or someone, I don't know. They're still in profits, bro. They're probably still holding this shit. Someone with a fake account pretending to be. There's like 20 people pretending to be me on TikTok, bro. It was a bullish market maker entry on the 3 minute. This was definitely not a market maker entry. This is no maybe like a 1 minute MMBM like this. Yeah, yeah. I mean, this looks like a market maker buy model. Yes, your original consolidation, stage 1, stage 2, smart money reversal. We got the SMT right here, and then your breaker. Got 3% today. We're going with the trend in FPGs. Nice, bro. Bro, you have like 7 accounts. I only have 1 account. I do have a lot of people copying me though. You like longs? No, I don't. I don't like any trades today anymore, personally. I liked my short, to be honest. I would take it again. On my eval. On my funded, if I was funded or on a live account, I wouldn't even be trading today, realistically. I would just come back second week of January. But I like this trade. We got a really good displacement. From that 15-minute fair value. I just had the wrong drawn liquidity, you know? That's all it was. But that's okay. No, hard timing FB, so it is okay. Art. Yeah, I mean you could aim like I said, this yellow line, the hourly fair value gap, you could aim for that. You could aim for this hourly fair value gap if you really wanted to. I'm not in favor of taking any retracement trades though. It's just not my style. So me personally, I would never take this. But yeah, I mean you could aim for it if you wanted to. This is a market maker buy model on the 1 minute time frame. Is AMD same as PO3? Yes, but it's not just simply that. You could just have used unfilled portion of the org as an objective. Yep, you can use that as well. It's pretty rare for it to happen this late though. Pretty rare for it to happen this late. Usually, like, your low of session was 1025 for ES. That's pretty rare. Pretty rare. But I guess it happened, you know. We're in rare conditions, I guess. ES almost at that buy side level. Yeah, I guess this was your setup then. The SFT here, breaker mitigation, 1030 PO3, 1030 breaker, reversal model. Formed pretty late, but it's there. Is there a way to know how much money I'm risking? I'll be able to see. You have to calculate it, brother. Or you can do this tool. Say you go long on this fair value gap. Your stop loss is here. Your TP is whatever. Let's just say 2R. Right click, create limit order. It'll tell you your stop loss and your TP. Let's say you did 5 contracts. You'll have 300 points. It'll say 125 ticks, but you'll see that. No, I'm not gonna look for any more trades. I'm done for today. I'm happy with my 1 loss. I will come back tomorrow. Review. It would be pretty crazy if we come all the way back above here. That would actually be quite insane. So I guess we'll see. We shall see. The video's up almost 1%. That's also kind of crazy. AMD's at 122. Should I just buy it this fucking cheap? Because it's so cheap. I'm not gonna lie, I still want a little bit lower. Like I would buy this at like 116.50, maybe. What is it at right now? 122? Yeah, I'd wait a little bit longer. We came so close. We came to 117. We might see 6134 this week. What's Euro USD? Did we get that short on Euro? Oh, we did. Oh, I wanted to short. What happened to my alert, man? I wanted to short these equal lows. Is there a 4 hour? 1 hour? You know what? Maybe we can still catch it. Almost 2R. Not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I'm long AMD above 122 on the 4-hour order block. Damn, okay. I'm personally waiting for my long from the monthly fair value gap. Keep in mind, I'll probably hold this for like months. We took one loss today. Not gonna take any more trades. I took a short, stopped us out. How do you calculate risk? You multiply the amount of contracts with the amount of points your risk is. So if you're risking 10 points, that's two contracts. 1 second here, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what if this is the play here? Nah. What are you doing for New Year's? Probably just spend time with my girl, bro. Don't plan on doing much. Probably backtest as well. I'll probably still be live, to be honest. Backtesting. Um, bum 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 bum. No, I'm not in a trade. No, I was just scouting something for Euro. You see, we invalidated that breaker. It's a bullish breaker now. But we're gonna close the charts up here. I will be live again tomorrow. We'll start being more cautious, I think, with our trades, knowing the condition that we're going into. I'll probably look to. I mean, I'm not happy. I'm happy with that trade. I would take it again, 100%. So not that one, but just remember, we already know it's going to be a very difficult week / 2 weeks. So we'll definitely be more cautious going forward. I'm looking for a Euro USD sell potentially, but it hasn't formed yet for me. I mean, honestly, we missed the trade, to be honest. I was going to sell above those highs. I was going to turtle soup this. I was going to short this like this. This was going to be my trade. Sorry, like this. But I didn't get any. My alert didn't go off. So I think I missed it. How much you going to grow your account to before you take a payout? I don't know. Probably with Apex, we'll probably just take it out at 2,500. We'll just take out all of it, probably. Probably just take out all of it. I don't want to trade Apex anymore. Do you prefer TradeZella? I personally use TradeZella. Yeah, I do use TradeZella. I think I have a discount code, but I don't know if it works, man. I actually don't know if it works. I personally use TradeZella to backtest, to forward, to backtest, and for my journaling. I've taken 3 payouts total in my life, so yeah, 3. I don't know. This is Nasdaq. Yeah. Anyways, boys, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go make some breakfast. I will see you guys live the rest of the week. If you're curious about 9:30 opening price, watch my videos on YouTube, brother. I'm not gonna do a full lecture now. I'm not gonna show how I backtest now. There's a live stream on my YouTube that was like 2 days ago, I think. If you want to see that, it's all gonna be there. That's how I backtest. I will see you guys live this week. Appreciate everyone coming through. Take care, brothers. Peace.